All of Dinoland USA has officially closed at Disney's Animal Kingdom, as the large building for the Encanto ride is already starting to be enclosed. The 11-acre Tropical Americas land replacing Dinoland is currently set to open next year in 2027. And with the dinosaur ride now closed, work can begin on reimagining it into an Indiana Jones ride. Let's check in on recent construction for this upcoming land, as well as new permits and rumors in today's news update. After breaking ground on the new Tropical Americas land 1 full year ago, the rest of Dinoland USA has now finally closed. While construction has been well underway for the Encanto ride in the year since groundbreaking, work on the land's Carousel ride only recently began. Now that Dinosaur has officially closed, work can finally begin on the upcoming Indiana Jones-themed dark ride that will be replacing it. And with the entire Dinoland area closed, its location on the park map has been replaced with the logo for Tropical Americas. Despite an opening year of 2027 being formally announced, it is only listed as the future home of Tropical Americas, with no timetable given in the official map. In the days following the closure of Dinoland USA, all mentions of the land have been removed from in-park signage. The main entry gateway arch was covered with black scrims the day after its closure, and then the arch was completely removed just a few days later. Fans of the dinosaur ride braved the actually freezing temperatures to get one final ride in on Sunday, February 1st, 2026. With limited ride capacity, ride breakdowns, and a few evacuations, the queue reached a wait time of 265 minutes at one point, the longest ever recorded for this opening day attraction. A large group of fans celebrated the attraction by all dressing as Dr. Seeker, one of the ride's original characters.
Let's go get that Dino!
The actor behind the real Dr. Seeker, Wallace Langham, was one of the ride's final riders, as he attended a special cast member-only event on the following day. The dinosaur ride was not the only thing to close on February 1st, as Restaurantosaurus saw its last guest served on Sunday as well. Guests and cast members alike celebrated the final day with an impromptu flash mob.
Everybody wants the dinosaur. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody wants the dinosaur.
Harambe Market in the Africa section of Animal Kingdom reopened the day after Restaurantosaurus closed. This outdoor dining location has come back from its brief refurbishment, now offering some of the menu items that were previously available at Restaurantosaurus. The updated menu now includes cheeseburgers, chicken fingers, and french fries, in addition to a couple Harambe Market returning favorites. The only other remaining offerings to close in the Dinoland area were the meet and greets. Donald and Daisy can be seen here exiting the land after meeting and greeting within the area for the final time. Thanks to recent aerial views from BioReconstruct, we can see how the large ride building for the Encanto ride is already receiving its roof. The tallest part of the structure can be seen here getting its roof installed now. This large section near the back of the building is expected to contain the largest show scenes for the ride, featuring Antonio's room, themed as a tropical rainforest. The maintenance and utility portion at the very back of the building has also received its roof. This part of the structure is slightly lower than the tallest point of the ride. A concrete pit can be seen near the front of the footprint for the ride itself. This part of the structure has yet to receive its steel framing. In front of the building's footprint, a small pad of foundation has appeared. This section of the project looks to be just about where the entrance to the interior queue will be located. A big section of the queue for this ride will be set in front of its main ride building, in a covered queue outside. Updated permit images from January 30th show how plans for this exterior queue have been rearranged, with a section of the front of the ride building changed slightly as well. The ride building is planned to be hidden within green hillside theming, located behind the casita facade. A pile of earth is being created now where this magical casita house will someday sit. Permits show a gap behind the casita house. This open space will be filled with real plants to help sell the illusion of a building standing on its own. Disney says the Madrigal's Magical House will feature moving doors and shutters, which guests will be able to spot as they approach the ride entrance. Towards the front of the future Tropical America's Land, the attraction replacing the former Boneyard Play Area, a new carousel, has just started its construction. Conduit can be seen running between new footings that are scattered across the footprint for this future covered outdoor carousel. Additional connections can be seen standing up within this square of future foundation forms. Disney says that the carousel, which will be set within the fictional village of Pueblo, Esperanza, will be themed as if it was created by a local woodworker. The ride seats for this carousel will be themed as various Disney animal characters, all hand-carved out of wood. Located behind Animal Kingdom and staged in an area near the temporary Imagineering offices, we can spot multiple test materials. These mock-ups and samples are here for testing various materials, not only against the elements, but also to see how they appear at different times of day out in the Florida sun. This includes several different types of pavement and courtyard tile, seen here, as well as these various wall sections, which include aged brickwork, clay-themed structures, and more. These mock-ups may also act as reference for artists and builders who will need to create the full-scale structures based on these samples. This small section of samples includes green cliff and hillside theming. This could be a mock-up for how the large Encanto ride building exterior will be themed, not only helping it to disappear behind the casita facade, but also acting as the backdrop for the entire Tropical America's Land. Larger sections of rockwork panels appear to be in development nearby, and other in-progress tests can be seen scattered around the area. Imagineering recently shared a close-up look at some of the early tests for wood carvings that will be seen within Tropical Americas. This brief segment was shared on the official Imagineering Instagram account. New permits filed with the Florida Department of Environmental Protection have confirmed the location of the previously announced playground for this new land. As expected, the play area will be placed where the former Cretaceous Trail was located at Dinoland USA. Plans for this upcoming area show climbing structures, slides, and other elements. The entrance for this upcoming play area appears to be in a similar spot as the former Cretaceous Trail entrance, so it will be facing the village section of the land. While there have been rumors and speculation that the play area may be themed to Indiana Jones, there has not been any concrete information to verify that. Some are wondering if what is visible at the top part of this image could be another dig site, similar to the former dig site area for kids at Dinoland. Only now it would be themed to archaeology instead of paleontology. Zooming very closely into the plan image, it does appear that there could be some sort of snake statue visible, perhaps. Whether or not this part of the play area ends up being something similar to the dig site, it does appear as though it may be covered, just like the former dig site was. We will just have to wait and see until construction on this play area begins now that this area is closed to guests. With the dinosaur ride now officially closed, work can begin on its transformation into a new Indiana Jones adventure. Despite the former dinosaur attraction utilizing the same ride system as the existing Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland, this new attraction has been confirmed to feature an all-new story. The concept for the ride has us visiting a recently discovered and perfectly preserved Mayan temple, found hidden off the outskirts of the village. Imagineers visited the Yucatan Peninsula on research trips and are incorporating much of what they learned into the design language of this temple exterior and in the ride. Disney says that we will be exploring the temple alongside Indiana Jones in search of a mythical creature. Many fans have theories on what this mythical creature could be, like Quetzalcoatl, which comes up often on fan forums. Clues to the creatures on the ride might be found on the temple face itself, as shown in slides by Disney Imagineering from an archaeology conference last year. These slides showed very early concepts for the temple facade replacing the museum facade of the dinosaur ride. The early concept for the temple includes Mayan elements that represent things like a celestial bird, the tree of life, and the Wits monster, featuring what could be a doorway to the underworld. The Tree of Life motif shows up again in an official rendering for the interior of the attraction. This official concept art also contains bats. We have now seen a type of bat on the work walls surrounding the area near the Indiana Jones exterior concept art. Going back to the early version of the temple seen in the slides from last year, it also included stairs flanked by 2 serpents. Wait a minute, snakes?
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Snake statue on temple? Snake statue at play area? Same snake? Same snake? Whoa. The snake seen in the early versions of the temple facade may have been a reference to the Maya god Kukulkan, the serpent companion of Chok. Chok is the Mayan god of rain, thunder, and lightning. And according to a theory by Len Testa, who took these pictures of the slides, he could play a role in this attraction. The Tropical America's Land is still set to open next year in 2027, but an official timeline has not yet been announced. So far, it is still expected that all 3 new attractions will open at the same time, as well as the new Hacienda dining location replacing Restaurantosaurus. While we wait for further official details for the upcoming land, Joe Rohde, former head of development for all of Animal Kingdom, recently had this to say on the closing day of Dinosaur. I want to make clear that I have, from afar, been watching the development of the new land, Pueblo, Esperanza, and I can assure you that the team is doing an excellent job with the challenge at hand. Also at Animal Kingdom, Bluey and Bingo are set to arrive to the park this summer. They will find their home at Walt Disney World at the Conservation Station. The Conservation Station, as well as the Wildlife Express train, will close beginning on February 23, 2026, and then will reopen this summer with Bluey and Bingo meeting guests inside. The animation experience inside of the Conservation Station will not return when it reopens. A new animation experience is expected to open at Hollywood Studios, along with the Magic of Disney Animation opening later this year. Despite earlier reports, the Affection section is expected to return this summer, but when it does, it will feature new animals that are native to Australia, because that is where Bluey and Bingo are from. That's all for now, but be sure to subscribe to never miss an update. See our latest update from Epic Universe for the full rundown of permits recently posted for expansions to that park. If you like what we do, consider supporting us by joining our Patreon for exclusive posts and more. Patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.